This episode of MMA Nuts is brought to you by
Mattress Firm, our premier mattress provider. They provide a 120-night sleep trial, so if your mattress is not perfect, they will pick it up and find you a new one. Save 10% off your order with code MMANUTS10. Tire Buyer. Buy tires online, get them shipped for free to an installer of your choice. Save 10% off with code MMA10. Crowd Cow, the marketplace for high-quality craft beef and meats from ranches around the world. Save $15 off your first box with code MMA15. NordVPN. Get advanced security, internet freedom, and complete privacy. Save 73% off the 2-year plan plus 4 months free with code MMANUTS. Defense Soap. Everyday soaps for everybody. Use code MMANUTS to save 15% off your order.
Hey fans, this is MMA Nuts, episode 558.
558!
My name is Ingo Weigel.
Macro MMA show by my fans, for my fans, walk the line between serious and ridiculous. What's going on out there?
Well,
how about them Blackhawks?
Hawks making some deals today. I got the scoop. So they traded Ryan Carpenter, Marc-Andre Fleury, the goalie, and Brandon Hagel, and they got in return a conditional first-round pick from Minnesota
for Fleury.
A first-round pick in 23 from Tampa Bay, first-round pick in 2024 from Tampa Bay again, fifth-round pick in 2024, some 23-year-old forward Boris Kachuk, and a 24-year-old forward Taylor Radish.
Yeah.
And the GM said that this is definitely a slow roll build. We're looking at more of a rebuild, and we're gonna do some things. And I don't have a timeline. 3 years, 5 years, 100 years. Don't know.
It's gonna take time. And the crazy thing was there were 3 people I said they shouldn't trade. It was Hagel, DeBrincat, and Seth Jones. Okay. And they traded Hagel, but they said, we weren't looking to trade him, but the offer was off the chart. It was 2 first-round picks and 2 potentially quality forwards with some size. So, like the other night, one of them played, he had an assist and a goal, and the other guy was being pretty physical. So, I'm like, and you get 2 first-rounders. Yeah, it's from Tampa Bay, and they're probably not going to be super high because they're fucking trying to win another Stanley Cup here. But like, I actually agree with every trade they made. And Fleury, it's a second round. It could potentially be a first round if he wins. I think they have to get to the finals, and they have to have Fleury has to have at least 4 wins, and that should be, he'll get that. But hopefully, like, it makes sense. Like, the problem is they've kept selling out the future, trading away all their draft picks, and then you're like, whoa, they have no prospects in the pipeline. So the challenge is it's just not going to happen overnight, and they kept trying to band-aid it for so many years, and this was the year that we were supposed to make it to the playoffs, and we're not fucking anywhere close. So next year, hopefully they'll get a new head coach too. I mean, Derek King's all right, but I feel like we need someone else that's going to come in here and be fucking super aggressive and not accept any kind of mediocre fucking hockey being played, and like, get out there and fight, stick up for your fucking teammates. And if you're not working hard, you're riding the fucking bench, you're a healthy scratch, or you're going to the fucking minor leagues. It's all about effort. That's my problem with them trading Hagel, because he was everything you wanted. And now you just had to give him up and hope you're going to get something in return. But like, you got to get, and he was your second leading goal scorer, by the way. You got to get some other talent, because kind of lacking. And then you got to
we need Scotty Bowman. We need Scotty Bowman as head coach.
Or bring back Mike Keenan. Get everyone crazy. Make everybody fat.
I think Bowman's like 90 years old, literally. I don't think Keenan's that far behind. So this is good Lord.
The crazy thing is, so I'm watching Blackhawks the other day, and they have fucking Stu Grimson on as one of the fucking analysts. And back in the day, like, he was one of the enforcers for the Blackhawks, and now he's like a fucking attorney and so straight-laced. I'm like, what the fuck happened? And then he was talking about like who, like, back when he was playing, he said, they asked him who was the guy that had the best hairstyle back in the day, and he's like, oh, my partner in crime, Mike Peluso. Like, that used to be my favorite Blackhawk, because all he used to do is fight. He had like 400 penalty minutes in one season. I think that was number 7 overall for the time. And
that's a lot.
But unfortunately now he's all fucked up and having seizures from all the CTE and shit. But that's neither here nor there. So I wish they would just fight more. Fuck CTE. Fuck brain damage. Unfortunately, I think hockey was one of the worst ones, like football. Like, fuck your concussion. Get out there and fight. Don't be a bitch. Watch out for your teammates.
Yes.
That's what it's all about. So,
hey, speaking of CTE, Matt, there was a UFC card.
Was there a lot of it this weekend?
Volkov versus Aspinall happened over the weekend in London at the O2 Arena. So I don't know what you want to talk about. I guess we could talk about the main event, Aspinall versus Volkov first. Are you down with that?
Sure.
Did you see it?
Gangbangs? Did
you watch it? Did you see it? You see what happened?
I saw Aspinall get a takedown and fucking get the submission.
Yeah, he was super calm and technical. He's just, man, he reminds me of like a more athletic Frank Mir. That's what I kept thinking for some reason.
Interesting.
A lot of wrestling in the beginning, right? And Volkov didn't have any more gas. It was over after that. Ends up getting submitted. Good for Aspinall. Good for him.
Yeah,
I think he's one to watch.
Like, how about just in general, the amount of finishes was off the chart. 9 fights out of 12 got finished. 7 of them in the first round, and then fucking Dana White decides to give everybody that finished the fight a $50,000 bonus, which I don't remember him ever doing in the past. Not everybody.
Never happened. Nope.
Like, holy fuck. Like, when did he become Johnny give out money to everybody again?
He's in a good mood. He's just throwing 50s at everybody.
Well, like, when you look at everybody getting finished, and it was like dramatic shit. So you have that other one. Who is it?
Hooker and Allen, you talking about?
That one, or this brutal knockout, which I'll show here. Hang on. Fucking Twitter always wants to fucking show stuff. Let's go. No sound. This one I like, where he goes body, drops his hand, and then comes with the right hand. Blur. Left to the liver, body. Hand drop, boom,
to the face.
I thought he was gonna go left, but he fucking took care of business.
That was pretty ridiculous.
That was the guy that was fucking arguing with Patty, whatever. Yep.
Eliad Topuria.
Yeah, that was him and Jay Herbert. And then that other crazy one. Oh, I want to pull this up. Hang on. Molly McCann. Oh God. Brian even said that one to us. He's like, holy shit, look at this. I'm like, yeah, like that woman is dead. Like that's spinning out to death. Like, that's my God, like catch a leg kick and while I'm here.
Oh man, right on the button.
Yeah. Like that's some quality shit. Like, fuck, man. Like and this is what's weird too, because we talk about these cards like, oh, you're just kind of hoping for the best, and then you finally get one that fucking delivers with like not a lot of star power, not a lot of fucking numbered fighters fighting. But maybe it's because you're at the fucking O2 Arena and you haven't been there in fucking a hot minute, at least a couple of years
since COVID. Yeah. I think these cards are going to get more exciting, I think, because of the fans. Excuse me. So I think it makes sense that 50K everybody. Pimblett looked good too. Got that judo throw thing going on. Looks like the real deal. We'll have to see what his competition level is like the next couple of
fights. It's pretty
fights.
Low right now.
So,
but that's the same thing like Sean O'Malley, right? Like, why, if you have people that are super popular, give them favorable matchups. Like, look at Chris Cyborg. Like, how many cans does that lady need to crush? And I'm so okay with that. Like, let these people. That's right, all the cans. I've got about 1,000 in my garage in case anybody needs a vintage aluminum can. I have them all.
Are you collecting them?
No, I have my brother's collection that I need to sell off. So, from like the 70s.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So crush all the cans. That's what we're saying. Crush them all. Crush them dead. Do you have anything else for the fight this weekend?
No. I'm good.
What's happening with the UFC this weekend? They got a card.
They have a card coming up. We got Curtis Blades versus Daukaus.
You got number 4 versus number 8.
Yeah. And then it gets worse as you go from there. Matt Brown's on the card versus Brian
Barberena. You can't go wrong with that. Matt Brown.
There you go. So Curtis Blades versus Chris Daukaus versus, and then Wood versus Grasso.
Latifi.
His last name is France, huh? Interesting. His parents must be like, what do we? I don't know. We just call him a country. Matt Brown.
Yes, that one should be fun.
And then David, I haven't heard Latifi. Obviously, I've heard of, but
yeah, and Olenek from that fucking. What was that movie he's always catching everybody in? Was it a fucking arm triangle from Mount?
Yes, that sounds correct.
Huh. Which was crazy because his squeeze was just so crazy.
Yeah. Squeeze. But yeah, I don't know. I'm like probably not going to watch that, but I'm just going to say that right now.
You're out of your mind.
That's okay.
You watch every UFC. I'm looking at the undercard.
Yeah.
It's undercard. Well, this goes back to the point of if it's not a numbered card, you're not getting the best of the best. So it's tough to watch some of these fucking fight nights, right?
Right.
I mean, that's a legitimate concern. I think everyone has that fucking issue to some extent. So speaking of issues, let's talk about our sponsor. Well, Manscaped.
Yes, and it's March Madness. Not everyone can have a perfect bracket, but you can have the perfect set of balls this tournament season with the sponsors of today's show. Do you know who that is, Matt?
No, but I'm sure you're going to tell me.
Manscaped, the leaders in below-the-waist grooming, have just launched their ultra-premium collection to give you the total championship hygiene routine. After sweating out the games,
sweating your balls off,
make sure you lather up head to toe with this all-in-one skin and hair care kit to have your body and balls smelling Final Four fresh. Join the 4 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped with our exclusive offer. Go to manscaped.com/MMA-nuts for 20% off and free shipping. This is a true Cinderella story you're not going to want to miss.
Hey, I just got to say, side note, I don't know if Final Four fresh is that fresh. I'm just saying, I'm just thinking about a bunch of sweaty men grinding it out on the floor, man versus man. Might not be super fresh, but I want it to be super fresh, but it might not be. Mm-hmm. So wait, when the clock winds down in March, be clutch. That's what it's about. It's about being clutch. And avoid the upset with Manscaped, the Ultra Premium Collection, to keep everything under control. We all know how essential the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0 electric trimmer is. That precise trim below the waist, their advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts on my basketballs. I wouldn't say they're basketballs. They're more of like peas at this stage of my life. Maybe a little bigger.
Grapefruits, Matt. Grapefruits.
I have watermelons, but I don't like to brag. They're called noodles. You can look them up. Phrase, cha-ching. Back to you. Close it out.
Yeah, don't forget you can get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. That is 20% off with free shipping at manscaped.com/MMA-nuts. Make sure you call on Manscaped this tournament season, or your bracket won't be the only thing that's busted.
Oh, shit. That's bad.
Nobody likes a pair of busted balls.
No, that's the worst.
Hey, did you see this brutal? Don't do it. Flying knee from Ryzen 34 a couple days ago.
No, go ahead.
Kasahara got the nasty finish. Let me make sure I got no volume on this thing. Pretty nasty stuff. Check it out. Here we go. Nothing's happening.
Nothing's happening. I'm ready for action.
Well, that's unfortunate.
Huh.
Let me refresh my page. Doop, doop. Let's try now.
Yeah, let's think about it. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh. Fuck. Yeah.
Is that gonna play again? I hope so. Let's see it one more time. This guy's celebrating, although he just killed the other guy, completely dead.
I have something really funny to say, but I can't say it.
One more time.
Oh, fuck.
Oh man, right on the chin. So
and that gets edited right out.
mm-hmm.
That's what I'm gonna start doing now. I'm gonna start saying crazy shit and then edit it right out. And then if you hear blank silence, it's because I've made an off-color joke. Or Ingo.
What?
One of the two. What else is happening? Oh, see, Triller is actually going to acquire Pillow Fighting Championship.
No, I did not see that.
That one came out. Other weird shit. I saw Petr Yan. He's fighting for the belt at UFC 273. Mm-hmm. And his team is from Russia, but they actually, all his cornermen, their visas got denied. So now he has no corner coming into a championship fight, and he's soliciting people to be in his corner. And right now, I don't know if this is true or not, but I think Sean O'Malley, Henry Cejudo, and I don't know who the other openings are for, but I think he's still looking for people. And I don't know if those two are actually doing it or not, but I thought Cejudo and him had beef, but that's got to be fucking trippy, right? You're going to fight for the title, which was like your title, but you threw an illegal knee and then you lost it. So now you're fighting for the belt again.
Yeah.
And you don't have your fucking corner.
Right.
So like, that's fucked up. I don't want to get into politics, but like, what do you do if that's you, right?
You got to defect. You got to become American. That's the only answer.
I just hired a GSP.
Yeah.
Like Faraz Sahabi, just GSP, and who's it? Danaher. I don't know. Bring out the dream team. Get everybody out. But,
sounds expensive.
Yeah, for sure, right? So Cejudo is probably working the cheap. I'm just saying. And then the other one that was crazy, I saw Glory Kickboxing had an event over the weekend, and it got stopped after the second round of the Badr Hari fight.
Yep.
The full-blown riot broke out in the stands. Guys were ripping their fucking shirts off, launching chairs. And I don't know if these are Badr Hari fans. I'll show a little bit of video.
I wasn't sure if I could show this one. So,
well, I have like a fan shot. You'll
okay.
Probably have the same one. No volume. But you can see them fucking squaring off here. And then you got these assholes in the corner over here. Like, I'll rip their shirts off, but then everybody in the fans knows we should leave now. And you
those
just
guys
see
are
this
huge.
Yeah, I know. And they just start launching chairs. They're jacked out of their mind. This is in Belgium.
Uh-huh. Those dudes are gigantic.
So that fight never finalized, and then the main event never finalized. Like, why? Like, what are you? I don't understand this concept.
I think people are angry. I think the world is angry, and crazy stuff like this is going to keep happening. It's going to get worse, not better.
It's true. And then here's a good weigh-in pick from here. So Tiffany Van Soos was fighting. I think we saw her fight at one of the Glories in Chicago.
Oh, we did. Mm-hmm.
Check out this chick eyeballing something. You see that? Like, she's like licking her lips, going, "God damn, I want a piece of that ash." And if you watch the weigh-in video, she is like drooling over her. Who wouldn't, Dingo? Who wouldn't?
I mean, I can get behind this.
Yes,
literally.
And she won her fight too.
Good for her. Hey, Rose Namajunas, Carla Esparza happening. UFC 274. They're gonna co-headline
rematch action.
Co-headline the main event. So Namajunas has won 3 straight fights. So she's on a bit of a streak here. And
she's on the heater.
Esparza's won 5 in a row.
Give him the heater.
So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. So I think, isn't that one Gaethje Oliveira?
Should be, and then Chandler and Ferguson if it's UFC 274.
It is. So that's going to be a solid card.
Yes,
I'm liking it. That's
happening if no one gets injured. Knock on wood.
In May 7th, in Phoenix,
Arizona. That's what they say. And then, did you see the Mountain had a fight over the weekend? The guy from fucking Game of Thrones.
He did well versus Eddie Hall, right?
Yeah, he pieced him up. I mean, the quality of their skills was lacking at best.
But cardio was decent.
And he had a nice little sequence here where he dropped him. The mountain dropping Eddie Hall. It's just sloppy, but
man, there's a lot of beef in the
cage. It sure
ring.
is. I don't know what he's weighing. 330 in a third period. I'm just saying. But I forgot who he was grappling with. I want to say the mountain was grappling with Dustin Poirier, and Poirier was submitting him. But I mean, there is that point of how big are you versus having no skill versus a legit savage, you know? And somehow, I swear it was Poirier, still able to submit that motherfucker, but had to work his fucking ass off to make it happen. Like, it was no easy, like, I just get you just because size will save you. But if you have size and a little bit of skill, I don't think Poirier is getting them.
No. Makes sense.
Remember, like, when Caprito would talk about grappling with Brock Lesnar, right? What did he say about that? Like, he had to be on point, right?
Yeah, because he's just a beast. Like, he's just so freaking ungodly strong. Like,
but he also had a wrestling background too, so legit wrestler.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Caprito worried that he was going to get injured because he's not because Brock is trying to like hurt him. It's just he's just so strong. It's ridiculous.
And that's that white belt energy, right?
Yeah,
like you're a fucking spaz. Like everyone is a fucking spaz when you're white belting. I'm still a goddamn white belt. All right. You are a blue belt.
Oh, yeah, I guess. I forgot about that.
You were.
I am. I suppose once you are, you always are. So.
Yeah. I mean, and we probably would have tested out a little bit higher. I mean, was I technically a white belt? Yes. Were my skills more than a white belt? Maybe.
Yes. Yeah.
You know,
I think
definitely. I mean, I would give blue belts trouble. Yes.
Yeah.
But that's also because I had a minor wrestling background. But anyway, those days are long gone.
No more. I got to stay injury free, and that is not a sport to stay injury free. And that's a young man's game. 20 years younger, I'm all in. But
no, and then everyone gets fucked up. And what do you want? Knee, back, neck injuries? No, thank you. Like things are getting torqued more than they should be. Like I don't need that now.
Yeah,
I'm good. Did you see Valerie Loureda? She posted this. Apparently she's Cuban. So she's just saying, hey, Cuban, come kiss me.
That is that blown up? Like, or is that true to proportion?
That's true to proportion.
Jesus.
Just like, wow. Didn't know I liked Cuba that much. Apparently I do. So her, and then we had Jhenny Andrade was one of the ring card girls over the weekend. She's pre-gaming here.
Oh,
so she's ready for fucking UFC Londons. I like those pink socks. Those are dope.
They are pretty nice.
She's still around. She's got to be up there in age. I don't know.
Like,
well, you think like, I think like Ariane and Brittany, right? They've been with the UFC for fucking, it seems like forever. And they're like 4 foot when we walk past them.
Tiny.
Yeah. Like, I don't see what everyone is into because you guys are so tiny, but you can't tell that on TV.
On TV, they look huge.
5'8", you know, like, no, they're like 4 foot. Something.
Well, the Hollywood actors are all small people, a lot of them. So
Tom Cruise and even Joe Rogan, right? Well, you fucking met him. He's all of 5'6", if that.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, I thought you were much taller. Everything looks so much bigger on TVs. They trick us.
Yep.
I don't know. What else has happened out there?
I think the only other thing I have is Dana White was on one of the Paul shows, and he was talking about like pirating. I don't know if you saw about this, and saying like, you know, it's a whole crazy ball game. Like some of it, you know, they try to stop pirates all the time, and some of them are just okay, that sucks, you caught me, and no big deal. But he said there was a story, something that happened real recently where he's like in Memphis and he was shooting an episode of the
looking for a fight.
Looking for a fight, yeah.
Yep.
And there are apparently these bar owners outside that with guns, like, bring that motherfucker out here. We're gonna shoot his ass, because I guess he shut their bar down with the pirating thing.
Oh shit.
So you know, he's like, he's had death threats and all kinds of stuff come his way from that. So what are your thoughts on this whole thing?
Well,
go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, maybe he should just leave it the fuck alone. And I think pirating is part of the problem. Is when you charge too much for the product, that's when shit gets pirated. Go back to 1995, or I don't remember the first one. I think it was $9.99 or $14.99. I can't remember because I didn't pay for it because I had a black box back in the day. Back when you could have a black box and you got you everything. But yeah, I would probably just leave it alone. Like, do it on the backside, but don't be public about it. Like, if you're trying to combat it, but being public about it is causing that to happen. And that's probably why you haven't heard him talk about it anymore at the press conference. It was like, he kept bragging about, oh, we broke this guy in his stream and that guy in that stream. That's part of doing business now, unfortunately. I mean, if I'm the business owner, is it going to piss me off? Yeah, but there's a certain percentage that's going to do it, and there's a certain percentage that's going to pay. That's just the facts of life right now. Like, there's nothing you can do about it.
Like the TV show?
Yes. And yeah, I watched them. Did you see they were redoing TV shows with current actors?
No.
So like they did different strokes, and I forget. Oh, it was Damon Wayans playing Willis and Kevin Hart playing the Gary Coleman character. So they were doing them live. They weren't good, but Facts of Life was one too. And I forgot who was on that. Jennifer Aniston.
Different strokes.
But it was something they're trying. It's interesting to see them trying it with different actors and doing it live. But it just, I don't know. There was no funny. It was just nostalgic for being nostalgic. So something weird. Let's see. Moving right along. Let's do a little tweet of the week.
Yes, sir.
Mike Tyson's weed company making edibles in the shape of an ear. There you go. Mike Bites.
That Mike is Tyson. Actually pretty genius.
Oh, yeah.
Did he send some to Holyfield?
He should. He still owes that guy a part of his ear. That guy's ear is still fucking missing a chunk. And weird that they can somehow be friends. It doesn't say how many milligrams these are. They should be 1,000.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like
just to see Jesus when you eat
just
one,
so over the top. So you actually think you're Mike Tyson. You start walking around with your white lion or whatever. Not the band, but an actual white lion or tiger. Holy fuck.
Would you die if you? I think you might have a psychotic break if you took that much.
I would be so afraid. Like, I don't remember what the most I did was 30 or 40, and I fucking was so paranoid that I went to bed. Like, it's so not good. Like, 10 is good. 10, just do 10. You don't need to be a hero. I'm just saying. Let's do a little Ask the Nuts.
Yes, sir.
Let's see what we have here. Oh, real or fake? That is the question. No sound. These guys are squaring off. Little leg kick.
Mm-hmm.
He goes down like he was shot and go.
It looks fake to me. I don't know. But hard to tell. Let's see.
The way he goes down is just...
It looks like, yeah, it doesn't make sense. He should have dropped straight down.
Yeah.
Weird.
He looks like he's dead on the ground, though.
Yeah, looks bad. I say fake. I say fake.
It just didn't have that much impact. I can't I want to try to.
We need a different angle.
Yeah, maybe he did actually catch him. Maybe it is a shit angle. I'll say it's real because he looks dead, but he went down like it was fucking fake as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. Oh yeah, here we go. Name this exercise. Here we go.
Whoa.
Oh,
she's really flexible.
Seriously. That's like some circus performer shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Like, ow. Like you're touching your head to your asshole.
I mean, I can get behind that, but
yeah,
I'm just saying.
I don't think everyone can get behind that, but
this is an interesting position to I don't know. Be in.
Toss your own salad. That's the salad tosser. That's a chop slap or slap chop. I don't remember what that thing is. And then I remember last week I was asking you questions about acoustic songs. Like my daughter could play that. Aren't super easy, not super hard. Somewhere in the middle.
Jethro Tull.
Convict Donald. He says, "Is this acoustic too advanced?" He's like, always like this intro. I said, I sent her this one, so thank you. It's Jethro Tull, thick as a brick. And the crazy thing is too, because Jethro Tull is very heavy on the flute. So I forgot, like my daughter also plays the flute. Like that's probably her main instrument. So she does flute, piano, guitar, and then she also took my bass. She just fucking takes all my guitars. So she's got my acoustic, my electric, and my bass guitar now, and just trying to figure everything out. But I sent her everything. I sent her. What'd you send me? You said Pink Floyd something.
Wish You Were Here, and then there was another one, but I don't.
Oh, you were talking about anything Dave Matthews.
Yeah, that's
so pretty... I sent her like that, and then I looked it up online. I think there was like a Bon Jovi song, a handful of other songs. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot about that one. I forgot about this one. Mm-hmm. I just sent her a bunch. I'm like, here you go. I haven't followed up with her, but she's like picking through. But that's kind of cool because normally, like when you have I've never took guitar lessons. I don't know about you, but I just think back to like elementary school playing an instrument, and they didn't give me anything cool to choose from. I'm like, can I play drums? They're like, no. Can I play guitar? They're like, no. I'm like, fine, I'll play saxophone. They never let you choose the songs. It was the same like when my daughter was taking piano lessons. They never let her choose the song. I'm like, that's not fucking fun. And finally you have a guitar teacher that says, pick something you want to learn and play that. That's your choice. That's your lesson. Like, that's fucking cool as shit. Yeah. So did you have that for like playing? Did you take guitar lessons or just self-taught?
For like a month, maybe 2 months. Yeah. And then I realized it was stupid because I wanted to just play the music I wanted to play.
Yep.
I had a more traditional teacher. It was like, here's like the scales and here's all this. Once I figured out the shapes of the like fingers to be in the basic stuff, then I just went off and running. And nowadays, if you know how to play a little, YouTube has a million tutorials. Play every single song you can think of, and it's all good.
Yeah, I think there was a Heart song in there too. And I can remember recently I ran across a video where I forget the woman's name, but the person who's in Heart was actually showing you how to play the fucking song herself. Yeah. She's like, okay, here you go. Blah, blah, blah. Like, you actually, and that one it seemed older, like seemed like it was from the 90s and maybe on like a VHS tape, but someone uploaded it to YouTube. So that was fucking cool as shit. So yeah, now you go to YouTube and anything you want to play, any fucking instrument you want to play, it's all out there. It's the same thing for like we've talked in the past, home repair, car repair, anything you want to do.
Sex.
Fucking
that is a different site.
It's all out there. Shit, yeah. So knowledge.
I got 2 things. I have a video I'll share in a second, but we were gifted an air fryer recently and I never used one before. I highly recommend. We've been cooking like freaking everything in it, and it's all delicious, like vegetables, chicken, bacon. I made bacon in it.
Fast as fuck, right?
Super, yes. And then it's not messy. You just have like you pull this giant tray out, and then it's like a bowl, and then you just clean that and put it back. I'm like, it's just rinse it out. So it's super easy. Highly recommend it if you haven't.
I'm gonna send myself a note.
Get yourself an air fryer. So solid stuff.
As I say, our friend Brian's got one, and when I go over, he's been using it, and Like, Jesus Christ, it's like fucking 6 minutes and you have fries. Like, this is
fries are delicious.
Crazy.
And they're not greasy. They're actually just, you know, nice and tasty. So
is that giving you cancer? Like, how does that work?
I don't know. I'm sure.
I don't want to know. Okay.
Well, we were gifted it like a few weeks back, and we were all like staring at it, like, should we use this? It's just it's like China all over it. Had a funky smell. Like, I'm gonna die from using this.
Hopefully.
But I think it's just a major heat coil that heats up super hot, and then the air circulates somehow. But I don't know. Or
I'll look into it.
It's probably like a broiler. Is kind of what I think of it. A new school broiler, you know.
Super hot.
The other thing I want to share with you, this kid is having his karate exam, and I should be no sound.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My spine. My spine.
He totally
broke.
So I just thought it was hilarious. He tried so hard, but just failed.
He went for it, but fuck, man. Who's the fucking asshole parent who if that's my daughter, I'm fucking eating that video.
Yeah.
No, thank you for posting it, but I'm never doing that.
Sports Center, but it was fantastic. So that's all I got.
Along the fitness kick, I'll show you a man and his dog.
I'm scared. What's happening?
He's gonna get swollen. What the fuck? I know I see this again.
My dog is aggro.
The fuck, dog, you fucking psychopath.
That's pretty good.
I don't understand. Animals are smart but stupid sometimes. Oh my god. So that's it. Shut down. We're not going to be here next week. You are taking traveling.
A break. So we'll be back in dos. How do you say weeks in Spanish? 2 and 2.
Yeah, dos semanas.
Keep your nose clean.
Putas de la calle 26. Hijo de puta. It's all good. Wow.
That sounds terrible.
I heard a bunch of that. The fucking soccer game was it.
Oh. Jesus. All right.
The shit they were saying to the ref in Spanish. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway.
Yeah.
No doubt.
That has been this week's edition of MMANUTS. My name is Ingo Weigel.
Matt Griffith, thanks for playing. You're now done.